Sent on their way from the 2,000 meter marker. Not a bad beginning. VIENTO near the rails in the yellow. Coys is on the outside, and Mark My Card, yellow sleeves and cap on the right. Pure Logic is near the rail, the red sleeves and cap. And they are followed by Rio de la Plata and Ataturks at the back of the field, and there's no pace on. VIENTO leads at a half length. Coys is back second at its girth, and Pure Logic is third. Rio de la Plata and Mark My Card and Ataturks in the back seat. It's only about 4 lengths off the leader. VIENTO is controlling the pace, leads it from Coys and Mark My Card. The pace is far too slow, but it's going around them, and it's going to use up a lot of energy to race into that second position. Pure Logic is also back in fourth. There's no pace on, which won't suit Pure Logic. He wants them to go. Further back in the field is Ataturk and Rio de la Plata. So Coy steadies the gallop now, leads it by a half. In second, Mark My Card. VIENTO's back third, and Pure Logic, the red sleeves and cap, is fourth. Then Ataturk and Rio de la Plata is about 5 lengths off the tempo. Coys continues to lead it. Mark My Card second, and then behind that VIENTO. Rio de la Plata's on the move, going around them, and Rio de la Plata makes a move now to go around. And Pure Logic's getting the wake-up call. Ataturk at the back of the field. Coys continues to lead it. Mark My Card, Rio de la Plata. Pure Logic gets the early wake up, but it's still Coys at the 300. VIENTO, Rio de la Plata. On the outside, Mark My Card. Coys, Rio de la Plata, down the inside, VIENTO. Becomes a 3-horse war, there's nothing in it. Rio de la Plata now takes it up. VIENTO's on the inside, then Coys with Pure Logic. But down the inside, VIENTO. Rio de la Plata, nothing in it. And VIENTO won it. Second will go to Rio de la Plata, maybe Pure Logic and Coys. Photo for third and fourth. Number 5, VIENTO. The Silvano, Michael Roberts, Main Chance Farms, Warren Kennedy. They made the early running. There was no pace on. Coys then passed it. Mark My Card challenged. Rio de la Plata makes an early move around them, but Warren Kennedy finds that extra on VIENTO. She is now 1-5 from 20 and wins it by a neck. So number 5, VIENTO, it pays 6.90 for a win. Second to number 8, Rio de la Plata. Pure Logic will just get up for their third, and fourth place then to Coys. The third favourite was number 2. There was only 10 cents. At 270 was Pure Logic, 280 was Coys. And as we look at it, a 3-horse war. VIENTO's in the yellow, Coys is with the blinkers, Rio de la Plata's got the white sleeves, and the three of them had a good battle. And then it came down to VIENTO. Pure Logic's running around. It came down to VIENTO and Rio de la Plata, and VIENTO just makes it home from Rio de la Plata. That's the running of the 8th race. To remind you, the 9th race is also over 2,000 meters. Back to the studio.
Well, you can see by the smile, Garth Puller and Michael Roberts like two schoolboys around the corner here. If we could get some of that camera action, I tell you what, years to come, it'll be worth absolute bombs on auction. The camaraderie behind the scenes here between yourself and Garth, awesome, but you've nailed him in the race.
Yes, isn't that nice, Sheldon? That's one thing about the ex-jock. We don't mind who wins, and and we congratulate each other. It's very nice. But coming back to this horse, I thought Warren gave him a peach of a ride. I believe my race was won that first 400 meters where he went to the front and the horse pricked his ears. And he was doing no work whatsoever, and once they came around, I thought to myself, please don't go with him, let him go, take a pull, and that's exactly what he did. But VIENTO thought well back, and he fought him off. I thought it was a very courageous win for him, and also I think Warren, gets on very well with this little horse, so a big thank you to him, big thank you to Main Chance, Andreas Jacobs, thank you very much. We raced in partnership, we bred him, and to my wife Verna, thank you very much, and my staff, big thank you.
You've done a super job because he's just become a 5-time winner.
Yes, Shannon, as you know with Silvanos, the longer you keep them, the better they get. And He never races a 2-year-old because John Slade said to me that we must give this horse time, and we threw him out for his 2-year-old career on the farm, and then he came back to me as a 3-year-old, and since that he's just come better and better, and I think we're lucky enough we can win 1 or 2 more with him.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Yellow and Black Silks, Warren Kennedy. Now, when you jumped aboard Viento a few runs back, you got a feel of him, and you know exactly what he takes.
Yeah, full credit must go to Mr. Roberts. He knows how this horse likes to come to the course. He likes to come fresh and full of beans, and he was wild today, so I knew, he's doing very well. But Mr. Roberts gave me basically free rein with him. I had a look at the race, and the pace was going to be an issue. I didn't think there was anything that was really going to go, and we were going to walk and turn into a sprint. So I jumped in, I elected to lead, and once I was happy with going the pace I wanted to go, and they circled me, I was happy with that. I'd set the gallop early, and this horse had done it very comfortably. Once they got ahead of me, he relaxed behind them. Asked him to run, he quickens nicely, so he quickened, he fought off Coys, then went to go fetch Vita de Plata, a courageous win.
Well ridden.
Thanks very much. Just big thanks to Mace, and well done to Main Chance.
Super. Warren Kennedy, Michael Roberts, Werner Roberts, the Main Chance Farms. Visuals earlier on, priceless. Michael Roberts, Garth Puller, looked like they were in a boxing ring for a few seconds, hugging, cuddling afterwards. They'll be sharing some champagne. They probably got the exacta.